Welcome to Exploring the Universe, Manipulating Data in JavaScript Arrays. In this lesson, we will uncover the power of JavaScript array methods such as for each, map, filter, reduce, and find. We will lend real-world analogies to these abstract concepts, reinforced by practical examples to help you better understand and implement these methods. Get ready to transform your capabilities in handling complex data structures with JavaScript. Let's dive in and start exploring. At the core of our lesson today is a deep dive into JavaScript array methods. Arrays are a fundamental part of JavaScript, allowing us to store multiple values in a single variable. But what can we do with these arrays? Well, we have an arsenal of array methods for operations like modifying or searching array elements. To use these methods, we call them on the array using dot notation. For example, it would be array_var.array method. Most of these methods accept functions as parameters using the arrow operator. And remember, the beauty of JavaScript is that our arrays can store anything. Now that we have that groundwork, let's see these concepts in action. Let's delve into the first of the 5 JavaScript array methods we'll be exploring today, the for each method. What does it do? It iterates through each element in an array. With for each, we can execute a function on each item in an array, much like visiting every house in a neighborhood. As you can see from the provided code snippet, for each requires a function as its parameter. Within this function, we can have access to the array's current item, represented by star in this context. If we're only interested in the value of the array element, we specify the function parameter as star. If we want both the value and the index of the element, the parameters should be star index. Now let's continue to explore the next array methods. Breezing past the for each method, we land on map. The clue to its role lies in its name, mapping data. In essence, map is a transformer, creating a brand new array based on the results of a function. It works much like for each in that it takes a function as an input, but here's where it deviates. Map concocts an array where each element is the fruit of calling our function on that element. Look at the example code in the slide. The map method is applied on the array of star names, returning a new array bright stars, where each star name is appended with is very bright. With JavaScript arrays, not only can we store data efficiently, but we can transform it just as effectively. Now let's see how we can filter our array data. Halfway through our exploration, we encounter filter. Behaving much like a sieve, filter funnels through the array and selectively creates a new one consisting of elements that pass a condition. This mechanism allows us to sift through our array, retaining only elements of interest. Take note from the example shown on the slide, where the filter method checks each star's index in the stars array. If the index is even, that star is included in the new array even-indexed stars. Astute learners might have noticed the convenience of JavaScript array methods. No need for manually creating loops to perform these operations. We are weaving through arrays in a more elegant, concise manner. Up next, let's see how we can condense our data. Let's shift our journey of discovery to reduce. This method plays a role in summarizing our data. It uniquely operates by applying a function to each array element and amalgamating the results into a single output. Its behavior can be likened to how a reducer on a farm gradually turns a bag of apples into a bottle of apple juice. It condenses. Now, onto its semantics. Reduce accepts 2 parameters, a function and an initial value. This input function should itself take 2 inputs, the running total and the current element. The wonder of reduce is its ability to churn an array into any singular value, a number, a string, even an object. Take a look at the code snippet featuring reduce. We have successfully calculated the sum of an array of numbers. Onward to our final JavaScript array method. Arriving at our final destination, we meet the find array method. The find method scouts out the first element in an array that fulfills a certain function's requirements. It operates rather like a treasure hunt, sifting through each element until it unearths a gem that meets the condition specified. If the treasure hunt is fruitless and no element satisfies the condition, find will yield undefined. The example code presents how find he operates on the numbers array. It proceeds through each number until it encounters the first even number, which it then dutifully returns. The find method truly exemplifies how JavaScript array methods empower us to manipulate data effectively and efficiently in myriad ways. And that covers our journey through the 5 fantastic JavaScript array methods. And just like that, our cosmic expedition in JavaScript array methods comes to an end. Together, we've journeyed through the universe of for each, looping through the array stars, transformed data nebulas using map, fashioned constellations of filtered data with filter, and condensed data galaxies using reduce. With find, we powered through data planets in search of the golden element. As we conclude our odyssey, know that you've achieved something mighty today. You've harnessed the power of JavaScript array methods to perform complex data manipulations. Stay curious, aspiring coders, and let's continue exploring the incredible universe of code. Onwards.